Hey, what's happening? This is Lorenzo with the Morales team here with Keller Williams, the Morales Group. We're a property management group, real estate team, and this is my little hideaway. This is where, like they say, the magic happens. I have an office here in my garage, and I do a lot of my marketing and I do a lot of my searching and follow ups here. So I get away from the inside chaos and everything like that. But I wanted to reach out to you, let you know that I want to talk to you a little bit about how important it is to know what's going on in the real estate market. Here in Las Vegas, it is moving very fast. It is a real estate market that is going at a good pace. It's not going crazy for the sellers, but it is going crazy for the buyers in the sense that if you're a buyer right now, or if you're not a buyer and you're a tenant, I want you to understand that it is very important for you to jump into this game right now because we are at another curve that Las Vegas is going to start increasing in value. And I want you to understand this because it's happened in certain steps. I want you to know that the last time this happened, um, we had this increase when it was COVID, got out of it. Pro teams started coming online. Our first bump was the Raiders. Boom, it jumped up. Now we have the Oakland A's, now Sacramento A's, now will be Las Vegas A's. They'll be coming online in 2 seasons. So that will happen. Now we got the word that the NBA has given us green light. So we have that going on. So there's several bumps happening. The next bump is going to be MLS, Major League Soccer. Supposedly, we're getting a team called the Whitecaps from Canada, I believe, and we might not carry that name. It might be a whole new name, but we're going to get a team. So just understand that all these pro teams is becoming a very big thing for us. If you're not following it and haven't been researching it, I'm letting you know now that it's happening. And the more people come to support these teams, either financially, job wise, everything like that, it keeps bumping up Las Vegas. The last crash that happened 2008, I want you to understand that when that happened, um, we were a city that really needed to be attached to tourists. We learned from that mistake that when nobody could tour, nobody could go on vacation, nobody could come to Las Vegas, our whole city just collapsed. It just really shut down. So the people that are involved that have helped, I don't want to put it on certain groups or anything, but people that learned from that helped us to reconstruct our city, and they did a phenomenal job because they got manufacturers in here, they got pro teams in here, they've got all sorts of different things that do not relate to the tourists that we need. So not only do we need the tourists now, that's a big plus for us. But now we have these manufacturers, we have these tech companies that came in, and then we have the sports that has come in, and all this has all happened since 2008. So understand that with all this going on, the numbers are just going to keep bumping up and up and up and up. So buying now and worrying about is my value of my home going to go down or up, that's nothing to be worried about anymore. I want you to understand another thing that right now you're saying, oh, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to stay on the sideline, and I'm going to watch the interest rate and see if it comes down. I want you to understand that the interest rate is going to move, but it's going to move very slow in both directions. Either direction, it's going to move very slow. The only way you can make it move fast is what I'm going to tell you next. If you have not gone and looked at new build homes, you're missing out. And when I say homes, there's townhomes now, there's houses that are in the entry level, they're in the mid level, and then they're in the luxury level. All these homes, you have the opportunity right now. If you come with the representative, which is an agent, don't forget your agent. make sure you go with an agent because the builders have their team at the location. Now understand this. The people that are sitting there at the new build facilities, they work for the new build. So they're not representing you. They're representing the builder. So they're watching out for the best deal possible for a builder, not for you. You need a representative like me, real estate agent, any real estate agent. I would love to have a representation to you, but I want you to understand, take some representation, because this is important that you understand that we will make sure you get upgrades at no cost, interest rate drop down as low as you can, make sure that the contract is a benefit to you. It doesn't need to be all beneficial to you, and it doesn't need to all be beneficial to the builder. We all want to win. And when everybody wins on a deal, on a transaction, then it's a great thing. And that's what we're there for. We want to make sure that you're getting what is out there for you as well. And when I say that, the money that goes down, that is very minimal. The interest rate is bought down by the builder, and it comes down, rather than being a 6.5, it could be a 4.9 or a 3.9. You don't know that unless we're representing you and we're telling you that. And we're finding out that before we go. We do our search, we do our research, and we find out what new builds are doing it, what new builds aren't doing it. The other thing is upgrades. If you want all the upgrades and you don't want it at the upgrade price, there's always opportunity to find a better way to get it. And when we say that, just understand, reach out to your agent and ask him about spec homes. Ask them about, what if I get all the upgrades in a spec home? Do I pay for it still? And the answer will be no. They have put all those upgrades in there, and now they understand as a builder that they're going to eat those upgrades so that they can get that spec house sold. And the spec house is ready to move in immediately. And then the houses that are being built from ground level, you got 3 to 6 months for that to be built. So understand the difference there. And if you don't, reach out to an agent. That'll help you out. So with that being said, on the new build, that is a big push right there if you're on the fence about interest rate. Now, let me talk to you about the possibility of resale. The resale right now market is phenomenal for a buyer. The reason why I say this is because, number one, right now you're not competing. There is no other offers on the table right now when you're competing. There's not multiple offers where the listing agent and the owner are looking it over and getting to pick and choose what they want. No, it is very wide open for a buyer to go in and look at a home and say, okay, I'd like to purchase this home. And then your agent will lay down the foundation for you and tell you, this is the process, this is where it's going to go. And you're going to put in the offer, and this is what we're going to put down. Your down payment, your earnest money deposit. If they're asking for 5,000 or 10,000 or 20,000, you don't need to put all that money down. That is just them asking you. You don't need to put that amount down. You could put 1,000, you could put 5,000, you can put 3,000, whatever you feel comfortable putting down. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is, when you're going in and you're putting in that offer, make sure you have an agent that's giving you a comps and telling you exactly what has been sold in the last 3 months and what that range is. And then you decide, am I going to go at the bottom range, the mid range, or the high range on this offer? Make sure you're getting that done by your agent, because that is something that you don't want to overpay. Now, if you are going to overpay, if your agent's saying, here's the range, and you're going from below, mid, and high, and you say, well, I don't want to put anything else out of my pocket. Okay, well, then we're going to go mid or high. And then what's going to happen at that point is, when you do get that offer accepted at that mid or that high level of offer, then when you go in and you do your inspection and there's items that come up that need to be taken care of, and we're not talking cosmetic items, we're talking items that need to be taken care of, mechanical, electrical, plumbing. Those are things that you want to take care of. The cosmetic, that's not part of the inspection. And I wish a lot of agents would understand and pass that on to their clients. That cosmetic is something that you see. You've walked the house. You already know that that's something that you might change or you're okay with because you know what? I don't like those black electrical plates. I'm going to change those out anyways. Well, when it comes to electrical time and the inspection comes, you're not going to throw that in and say, "Hey, seller, change that out for me." No, we're just talking the very most heavy duty items: electrical, plumbing, HVAC, just things like that. So when those items come up, you can turn around and you ask the seller, "Hey, these are the items that I'd like you to repair before I move in." And because you gave that good offer, they're not going to want you to walk away. So they will take care of you on that repair. All right. So remember that. That's another spot. And then the other stage is the appraisal. If the appraisal comes in and it's a little bit lower than what you offer, then if your down payment is covering that difference and you're good to move forward, then move forward. But if that difference is not covered by your down payment and it even goes lower than what your down payment would cover and there's 10,000 on the table, then you're going to turn around and tell the seller, "Look, I was willing to pay that amount, but I have no control over it. The data is telling us that it's $10,000 swing. I'm good to stay where I'm at. You'll need to come down on your number." And then the seller will come down on their number to make the deal happen. Okay. So understand that there's several times where you're going to be able to get your money or be able to keep your money in your pocket. And then the seller will have to step up. So these are the things that come about. And then the number one biggest thing that I want to give out to you is understand that there's programs out there right now, and there's a lot of them. There's Home as Possible, there's HUD programs, there's down payment assistance programs. All these programs have money that they want to give to you to put down, buy down your interest rates as well. And then you can also turn around and ask the seller to buy down your interest rate as well and get that interest rate down. So, all these things being said, if you're a tenant and you're going through the rental process, you are already doing half of the process of becoming a homeowner because what you do to qualify as a tenant, you're doing that same steps to qualify to get that loan to purchase a home, a brand new home, a resale home, a townhouse, a condo. You're already doing those steps. So whenever an agent asks you, "Why aren't you thinking about buying?" Take a look, step up, and try it. It's worth trying. There's nothing to lose. All you're doing is doing the same process as if you were doing a rental. So, from me, I'm telling you that there's going to be certain times, certain places that you'll be ready to be a buyer. You'll know it. And that opportunity is when you get to sit down with the loan officer and you get to talk to them and start giving them their information. You might be ready to go today. But if you're not, that's okay. You will be ready down the line. If you just work with the loan officer, they will guide you through, put you in programs, and get you qualified and ready to go. I just want you to understand that as a tenant, you're buying somebody else's home and giving it to them. And when I say buying, you literally are buying it for them because every month that you put money down for their mortgage payment, you're buying that house for them. Why are you buying somebody else's house when you could be buying your own house or your own condo or townhouse and creating a good quality of life for yourself? So don't hesitate, step up, just do the 1, 2, 3 step through that door and try it. That's all I'm asking. And then think about this video 5 years from now when you're in your place and you look back and say, "Wow, that was a big step for me to take, but I appreciated that video that person made, and he was right." So I've done videos like this every 5-10 years, and it worked. All my clients that I've gotten through and they've gotten into their places, believe me, they've had enough equity to go on and then reinvest. They move to another unit, keep this one, put it into a property management, my property management, and then they move forward and keep upgrading. Then they create their portfolio of 3 to 4 homes, and now they have a passive income coming to them and getting them ready for retirement. So don't hesitate. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll go ahead and copy down a link at the bottom here with my number. But don't hesitate. Visit our website, liveinlasvegasnow.com. And then also you can reach out to me. My number is 702-286-1037. I am with the Morales Group. My name is Lorenzo. And I hope you're having a great day. Take care, and we'll talk soon.